So each one of these different conditions is a different test for a function to use later, or the wait condition function to be able to test if the condition is true or not. So this returns a condition that tests the player is doing a cutting action. This tests to see if the bank screen is open. And most of these functions, like is bank screen open, are functions from the tribot jar file. So same with the get animation. Anything like this, the player function, they're all imported from the tribot jar file. And so this tests if the player is doing an activity, making sure it isn't standing there. Creates a condition to test if the player is moving. And then this is a method to basically get the condition that you selected. So now going over to the main, or I'll explain the GUI. So this, I created a Java frame, which was the thing that popped up right when you hit the start code. So for this, I had to just create two activities, which is I created one activity for the start button. So once this button is pressed, I created Boolean functions for each tree to test to eventually see which one was selected. So if the tree was selected, it changes regular tree to true. If the oak was selected, it changes oak tree to true, and so forth. And then once the start activity is clicked, it is disposed, so the screen goes away and then the bot starts. And then for this, I created a get tree function. So in the main method, it'll be returned once I call the user interface. But so what this does is it tests if the regular tree is true. So once start was selected, if regular tree is true, then it gets the text from inside of it. And then same thing with oak, willow, yew. And if none of them are true, then it returns a null. And this function was supposed to be for the method either to drop or bank, but I didn't get that far with this. And so now going over to the main function. So within this, I had created an onStart method, which just returns true, with just making sure that the class started and it's able to run. And then I had to create a method to start the GUI or the user interface. So I created a new interface, set it to visible. And while it is showing, the bot sleeps until it's closed, and then once it's closed, then it sets the local variable location to the get tree. So it'll set the string returned from this right here to a value in here, so I'm able to actually use that information and then use it in the later. So within this class, in order to run a script with the tribot user or interface that I selected, you have to extend script, which will then allow you to add it to your local script folder. And in order to do that, you have to create a script manifest. So if you noticed, when I start the script, it goes to this. So let me explain this real quick. So the author is me. That's my account that I use. And then the category is woodcutting, and then the name of it is K Woodcutter. So if you go here, woodcutting, K Woodcutter. So that's how it sets, or how you're able to use it within it. And then all you have to do to actually get it in there is go to File, Local Script Folders, and then it'll open a folder, and this is everything I have to use for my script. Alright, so after the user or the GUI starts, once something's selected, it closes, it sets the string location value, and then so if this class started, then continue on. And then since it's a bot and you want it to continually loop, I just created a while statement that's always true so it'll stop once you hit stop. So in here is each of these if statements is basically the same thing, just with the different classes that I created. So I'll just explain the tree one and then that's it. So if the location that was returned from the user interface is tree, so if the text value equals tree, then it goes into this, and then so if the tree cutter is not cutting from the if the tree cutter is not cutting and the inventory is not full, so this is a function from the API. So if the inventory is full, so if it is full, or if it's not full, then it'll continue on into the cutting activity, which is from the tree cutter class. So it'll click a tree for you. And then if it's not, or if the inventory is full, then it'll go to the banking activity and then do all the functions from this. And so once it does that function or one of these functions, it'll come down, sleep for 0.3 seconds, and then go right through the loop. And if it'll test the case to whether which one was selected every time, and then do whichever one was selected. And that is all for my code. I hope everyone has a good day.